guys, welcome. My name is Nobu Kumalo. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome. And if you've been here before and you're coming back, welcome back. Massive thank you to all of you who have subscribed, to all of you who like and who comment and to share the content on this channel. I really appreciate it. And to you who's watching this and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, please join the family, and bigger than that, please engage, please like the content, and please share it with your people. Today, I'd like us to talk about something that I feel like we can all relate to, which is the fear of missing out. So I must admit, I didn't know that it's an official term, which actually even has a definition in the Oxford Dictionary. So I feel before we go any further, let's read what the definition for the fear of missing out is. So it says, the fear of missing out is the anxiety that an exciting or an interesting event may be happening elsewhere, often aroused by posts seen on social media websites. So we can all relate to the feeling or the fear of missing out, right? At almost each and every point in our lives, we feel like there's something bigger and better out there that's going on. I'll speak from, my personal experiences. When I was in varsity, I thought I was missing out, on what those who are working or doing. And when I was looking at graduating, when I was in varsity in South Africa, I was thinking it must be great to be, out there in the diaspora. And then when I got here, now I'm always feeling like those who are back at home are having so much fun, the weather is great, the vibe in South Africa is amazing. So I always feel like I'm missing out on that. And then sometimes those who are single feel like they're missing out on being in a relationship, being with someone, or being married, in that settled feeling of just knowing that you are here and you belong. And then at other times, those who are married envy those who are single and have all the freedom, if you want to term it that they can have. Those who don't have kids, rarely, but sometimes feel like they're missing out on what it feels like to have the joy of being a parent. And yet those who are parents love their kids dearly, but they feel like they're missing out on that freedom and that carefree spirit that they had before they had to think of kids and what comes with that and the responsibility that comes with kids. So we're always in this loop and this cycle, feeling like there's something bigger and better that's going on out there. And a lot of this is fueled by social media, right? Think about it. We wake up in the morning and the first thing that we do, for most of us, maybe not the exact first thing, but one of the first things that we do in the morning is to pick up our phones, and check what's going on online. What happened whilst I was asleep, who has posted what, who has said what. Social media feeds into this fear of missing out, into this anxiety of feeling that there's something that's going on there, because literally on Instagram, wherever, people only really post the amazing things that are happening to them. So you open your Instagram and someone has bought a house, someone has gotten promoted, someone is engaged, someone is pregnant, someone is opening a business. There's just always something that is happening in people's lives. And when you consume a lot of that, it's easy to then start thinking, it seems everyone's life is like blooming and going far, and there's all these developments that are going on, and I feel stagnant. Or you start feeling like your life is not really progressing. You start feeling like you're stagnant. But what we don't realize is that people really only post the amazing things that are going on for them on social media, right? Think about even yourself. You don't post your day on that day when the makeup didn't work out. You don't post yourself on the day when the outfit didn't sit nice. Even on the day when everything is going on, before you post that selfie, you would have taken like 5 or 10 or 20 others, and you have to pick and choose which one looks good and you post that one. People really only post the amazing things that are happening, but they don't post the process. People who are pregnant or having kids don't post the experiences that of maybe trying for years or having lost a child. Those who post that they're opening a business don't post about the number of doors that were shut in front of them. We forget sometimes that there's a journey and there's a process that has led up to these successes. And so we get so stuck in the end product and we feel like we're missing out on the end product, but we never really try and grasp and understand what the process of getting there was. And a lot of us want that end product without the process. So even when we're envying and we want those things, we want those accomplishments, we never really sit to think about what it takes to get there. but we are just interested in getting there and having it the way it looks on social media. And social media in and of itself is not all bad, because sometimes it can fuel you, it can push you to reach for those goals, to go and get it. I'll speak for myself. I mean, even from social media, I saw people that I know putting themselves out there, opening YouTube channels, having podcasts and becoming influencers and all that. And that sort of drove me to say, okay, you've wanted to have a platform to speak, you love speaking, you love engaging, and you've been doing it in this way, but look at how others are doing it and they're doing well. Why not also go that extra mile and do it for yourself? So social media can be a tool that can fuel us to go for it and go for our goals and to reach for them. But more often than not, it can also start to make us feel like we aren't doing enough, to make us feel like we're not worthy, to make us feel like everyone is working harder than us, or to just feel like things will just never work out for us. And this fear of missing out has led to so many people having a low self-image, self-esteem. When you look at those pictures and everyone's body is looking snatched, or everyone is looking like they're doing good and things don't seem to be working out for you, it's easy for you to then lose confidence in yourself and to start to have a poor self-image. It can also lead to anxiety, always feeling like I need to be doing something to get there. I'm missing out on so and so. There's so much in life, there's so much to get done, and I'm clearly doing something wrong, which is why I'm not where everyone else is. And so it can fuel anxiety. It can also even fuel depression. I'm not a psychologist, so I don't really know how depression works, but I believe that sometimes it can be triggered or caused even by feeling like your life is stagnant, yet everyone's life is moving. And it can also lead to, in extreme cases, people creating a fake life for social media, so that they are seen to be doing something with their lives. When the people in your circle or the people that you follow are always doing something busy and you really might not have something to show for it, it can be tempting, and it has happened to some people that they create a fake image of a life that they do not have. I mean, I'm sure we've all heard that apparently there are some influencers also who buy fake LV gift bags and all that, and they post pictures with the bags that have nothing inside, all in a bid to create an image of someone who affords a certain lifestyle that they don't have and that they don't afford. So generally, that fear of feeling like everyone is doing better, that there's something going on out there that you're missing out on, can really, really have damaging effects. How then do we move past it? How do we develop a good relationship with ourselves? How do we look on social media, see that progress that people are making, and not feel bad about ourselves? I think the first thing to do is to confront the FOMO and be true and honest with yourself and accept that yes, it is true that there are some things that you're missing out on. I mean, we cannot all have the same lives. You cannot be everywhere at every time. You cannot lead the life that everyone lives out there. So it's an acceptance that actually, yes, there are a lot of things, a lot of good, beautiful things that are going on out there that I don't have. And yes, I am missing out on those things. And even those people who you envy, who have those things that you feel like you're missing out on, probably also feel like they have things that they're missing out on. I spoke earlier about how I'm here in the UK, and someone might be looking at me and thinking, if only I could be in London, I would be the happiest person alive and all my things would be sorted. But here I am in the UK, and sometimes I have thoughts like, if only I was back home. Yes, I know things may be tough, but if I was back home in Zim, I could just drive up to my parents' place and just be there for dinner. I could we all experience it. Even those people that you feel like have made it also experience that FOMO. There are things that we're missing out on in life, and there are things that we're always going to be missing out on in life, that no matter how hard we work, there's some things that we might just never have, and that's okay. The second thing is to unplug from the things that cause you anxiety. Shift your focus. So I spoke a lot about social media. It can be even away from social media. If you have those friends who tend to brag a lot about the things that they have, or the achievements that they have, in a way to make you feel like you aren't doing enough for your life, unplug from those things. And I feel like to unplug, you first need to know what you're unplugging from, right? So take stock of it. What are the sort of accounts, what are the sort of people that you engage with, or that you follow, that leave you with those feelings of anxiety, that leave you with feelings of your life not moving well, or feeling like you're not doing the best that you can. So be conscious and sit down and think about, what is the type of content that leaves me feeling a certain way, and disengage from it. So you might need to unfollow some people who, cause you anxiety, and start following accounts that are wholesome, that pour into you. If it's friends or it's relations, or if it's friends or it's relatives or acquaintances who are constantly trying to make you feel like you're not doing well enough, maybe unplug. Maybe it's time to shift and end those relationships, for the sake of your sanity, for the sake of your mental health. It only makes sense that after you've unplugged, there's a hole, right? There's a gaping hole that remains if you've unplugged from something. So if you've unplugged by reducing time on social media, it means where you spent like 5 hours on social media, maybe now you're only spending 2. It means there's 3 hours that are now sort of unaccounted for. And if you don't have something to fill those 3 hours with, there's a chance that you're going to go back to those things that made you feel that certain way. So seek out real connections, make real friends, go out there and try and form relations. Last week I spoke about friendship and what it means to me and how to form it and maintain it. I'll link the video somewhere here. If you haven't watched it, please take a look at that video on friendship and forming connections and maintaining them. So that's one of the things that you can do to, seek out and form real connections, form friends, get in touch with those friends that you've fallen out with, revive relationships, and be intentional about spending quality time with the people that you love. And part of being intentional about spending quality time also is to leave the phone alone when you're with your loved ones. I know I struggle with this a bit, that I can be with people and we're having a good time and we're chatting, and a few minutes or an hour or so later, I'm tempted to pick up my phone, and actually I am with people in a room, we are socializing, but there's still an urge to pick up the phone and go and be with people who are not here via social media, if you get what I'm saying. So it's also being conscious of that and saying that if or when I'm with the people that matter most, I'm going to fully pour into them and fully be present. And just cultivate, those people that leave you feeling lighter, those people that pour into your cup, those people that encourage you and make you feel good about you, about the work that you're doing. Just try and spend more and more time with them. And then finally, it can sound cliche, but try gratitude. It's very, very hard to focus on the things that you don't have if you're constantly plugged into and you're conscious of the many, many blessings that you have. So take time to intentionally think about, what is it that I have in life that I'm grateful for? For those who journal, make it a point, be intentional about journaling about the things that you're grateful for. Literally write down a list of, today I am grateful for A, B, C, D. And I feel like sometimes when you think about gratitude, we like to think of it at a macro level. Oh, I'm grateful for the gift of life. I'm grateful for shelter. Yes, those are important. Those are big things. But how about, I'm grateful that I went to work today and I didn't spill my coffee. I'm grateful that today I worked on a document and I got a good comment on it. Just being grateful and mindful of even the smallest of things that are going well in your life will go a very, very long way in making you realize how blessed you are. And another challenge that I'll put for us is that even when we pray, how about we start by thanking God for who He is and all that He continues to do for us each and every day, before we go on, to ask for many things. I know that He says, ask all these things in my name and you receive. But also sometimes maybe take a step back and say, before I ask of you, Lord, I am thankful, Lord, that you have given me all these things. Just practicing gratitude and being conscious about the things, the many beautiful things that you have in your life that you don't on an ordinary day think of, will go a long way in solving that problem of feeling like you're missing out on something. So yes, we all struggle, we all experience those feelings of feeling like there's something more exciting, something great out there that's happening, or feeling like everyone's life is going well and ours is stagnant. But from time to time, we need to unplug and need to accept that, yes, there are things that we might not have, but also look at the other side and look at the many, many blessings that we have, and to actually count our blessings and see just how blessed we are. Once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for engaging. I know you guys are going to like the video. I know you're going to comment, and I know you're going to share with your people. Thank you so much. And if at the end of this video you're still not subscribed, please make sure that you click the red subscribe button below. Let's grow the family, let's grow the channel. Have a lovely week, have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.